You're messing with the color.
I know.
What? Widening it out shouldn't shift the focal plane with me. Got this nice little lamp light from out. It's not a lamp. Let's break it down and take a little bit more. I looked at you again. All right, so for Gundam style, this is what happens when you put a gaffer on a camera. This is what happens. Hey guys, Seth here from Visceral Films, and today we're going to take a look at this scene that I've lit in our brand new studio space. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go through all the lights that we have on this setup and how they're rigged up. First light we got that's creating this lovely street light through window effect is this small rig. What was it? It's called an RF10C. It's a flashlight looking thing with a bunch of cool little cookie cutter effect slates that go in front of it. Pretty neat little light, not expensive either, so good on you, small rig. But secondly, we have our 300X providing this lovely little fill. It's rigged on a C-stand with a double diffusion, a 4x flex diffuser, and the Amran rectangular softbox. Then above me, we've got an Amran T2C on a C-stand armed over our wall. In front of me, it's another T2C providing that blue television blue light, screen light. And then up in the corner, we have the Aperture accent bulb, which are those really, really cool bulbs by Aperture that you just screw in to any normal light socket. And it also does have battery power on its own, so you don't have to have power to the light socket to actually run it, which is really cool. So that's a quick run through of all the lights that we've got going on here. And now we'll dive a little deeper into what each of these lights are really doing. All right, guys, so what we've got going on is this cool little nighttime scene. A lot of warm tones. Got this cool little street light coming in from a faux window off camera. So let's get into it and see how we did this. So how I like to do scenes like this, especially when we have some sort of cool effect like this window going on, I like to start with the effect and build upon it. So let's take everything but it out. So the first thing we're gonna notice in this scene is that I'm a little dark, right? The subject of the scene is a little dark. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a 300X in, motivating this source here, which is our lamp light, our external street light, whatever you wanna say it might be. We're gonna add that in with the help of our lovely Sidus Link app from Aperture, where we can control every light made by Aperture or Amran all at once. Love this thing. That is our 300X at about 15% double diffused, so it's nice and soft over here. Now, still looking a little bit plain, still not a whole lot of dimension to it other than our effect. So let's bring in a practical over this shoulder. So we're gonna take our Aperture accent, the lovely little bulbs, once again with our Amran app, and we're gonna turn that sucker on. So we've got a little bit of light back here, just pushing on the wall a little bit, still adding a little bit more fill on this side of me. That's at about 39%. Everything, by the way, color matched to our 300X, which is sitting at about 2700 Kelvin. So now we've got the accent, we've got the 300X, we've got our effect. We want a little bit more separation on my shoulders and my head to pull me away from this couch, to kind of amplify what this source over here is doing. So how do we do that? Hair light. We've got a T2C, Amran T2C up top. We're gonna turn it on. That is about 12%, but you can see it casts a nice little light down on my shoulders to kind of fill me and create that little hair light on my shoulders. And now what do people always do when they get home from a late night, from a big day at work, anything like that? They're gonna sit down and they're gonna turn on their TV. So we have another Amran T2C directly in front of me that we are going to hit and turn it on. Now this guy is colored quite blue. I like picking a blue preset and desaturating it a little bit so that it looks a bit more like a TV screen in that bluer color that we often see when emulating TV or computer screen light, that blue light. And the cool thing about, obviously, another great thing about the Sidus Link app is I can sit here and toy with the intensity and pull camera gags and make it look like the TV is doing things. All right, so let's get Pedro in here and see this setup in action with a little scene that we shot. So are the audio levels looking all right though?
Yeah.
Okay. I know I'm recording. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in, watching this video. If you liked it, please, well, like it and subscribe and tell us what else you want us to do. What do you want us to try? Camera rigs, lighting setups. We'll try and get it done. Pedro's making me do this. Send help. Stop it. Get some help. Oh, get away from me.